Hello, Tafans. Welcome once again. It's a beautiful Friday, and we want to jump right into what we do have for today, as we're going to run as fast as possible. We want you to enjoy your weekend. So as you can see, what you can see on my screen is the new Tafabot app, and a lot of you are still are so much anticipating that, and you're going to be hearing the good news from here for the first time that you should be having this app by early next week. So the new Tafabot app comes with a whole lot of bunch of features, a whole lot of bunch of functions that absolutely transform your trading experience. And today also we have the leaderboard today for top performing bots. We do see that Lena is doing an absolute amazing work, and also Sol. And if you're joining us for the first time, we have already posted the trades that we're going to be taking for today. So you want to make sure that you've already created those setup and you've started the bots already. So you don't need to wait for today's setup. We did post about 30 minutes ago to start the bot. And if you've already started it, you're already running in about 1 or 2 strategy period. So like we did say, setting up with the new app is absolutely simple. I'm going to set up one of the strategy for today on the new app. So I'm going to click on Matinga and want to run this on futures. So I'm going to select the markets. So we're going to go for the market for ANKRO. And we're shorting ANKRO. So I'm going to go for short, and I'm going to use the auto configuration, and I will be using Binance Exchange. So I'm just going to go ahead to put in the strategy period. Now, if you did notice, like I said, we want to run fast today. If you did notice, we increased the strategy period also from the regular 5 strategy to about 20. And the goal is that you're able to run all of the strategy up until Monday. Like we did say, we're going for a long ride on the market declining. So you want to set the strategy to 20. If you have 1, if you have 5 earlier, you want to put it straight up to 20. If there are any updates, we're still going to communicate. So the strategy period 20, and the bot leverage, we're going for 10. We could go for auto leverage or auto deleverage. I personally use auto leverage. So I'm going to go for the price movement for 33, average 6, and take profit 0.5. And straight up submit. It gives me the full information. So for $1,000 capital, if my bot runs 20 trade, I should be expecting the minimum of $1.8 to a maximum of $1,000 profit based on this strategy configuration. So you do know ahead what to expect from your strategy. So I'm going to go ahead to create the bot, as simple as that. You can see creating your ANKRO bot. And my bot is ready, and I can go right ahead to start the bot. And bot started, and you're absolutely done. Unlike the current app where you need to put in the settings, put in all the strategies, you're done with creating your Tafabot setup. This is how easy it's going to be on the new app. Now, something more interesting is if I want my bot to keep running, it's already in a trade, but I don't want it to take more trade because I feel maybe the market is not right now in my favor. So I could pause the bot. So over here, I'm going to go to pause. I will suspend new bot activity. My trade is still going to be there, but it's not going to take new trade, new Matinga entries anymore. So this and much more are absolutely awesome features you want to look forward to in the new app. There's a lot of users already celebrating. This calls for celebration. That's amazing. That is amazing. And for any other users who are in any short setup, ANKRO, BNB, you don't want to worry about that. Ban whichever one. Like I did say, we're going full short on the whole market. You just want to let that absolutely ride. But if you are on any shorts, like Azo is saying, I'm on a short that is on about 30%. If you are on that kind of short, I want to believe you took that not following the strategy settings or the time it was posted. You shouldn't be on that level. But what you want to do is to allow that run, and we are on a free ride. There's a lot of questions, a lot of feedback. I'm going to show us what to expect a little bit. And before we do call it a day, I have a user said, I've copied your bots, but still no trade. What could be the problem? Could you explain better by what you mean copied my bots? Did you mean you put in the settings? Because my bot is not available for copying. So you want to clarify that so I do know how to answer better. All right, so jumping to the chart, we did say yesterday that the market does have the capacity to go 5 to 10% more, which is why we said if you're starting the bot, you're believing for more entries, and that's going to be it, that we're going to alert when to start, and we did send when to start the bot. But today we also added more strategies that you can run from BTC to Sol, to SSP, to MKRO, to Lena, to Dodge, to ANKRO, to BNB. There's a lot of strategy. When we did post the strategy, we're going to see all of them. When we did post it, Sol, for example, we posted the strategy here as at this point, and then we did ask for you to start the bot. From that point of posting it, Sol has done way over 4% down. That should have completed up to 3 strategy for you. We still have Band, SSP doing the same thing, the same as MKRO, the same as Lena. This is at the point we posted the strategy. The same as Dodge, the point we posted the strategy, the same as ANKRO. So the goal should be that throughout the weekend, all of these strategies just keep printing in money for you. If you got in before, like yesterday, you still don't want to worry. You just want to let all of it ride. If you're joining for the first time, you want to take all of this strategy, let it ride up onto Monday. If there are updates to the market, we're still going to communicate that. Now, a few things to note about the market, like we did say yesterday, that we are currently at the money flow support from January up to now. And that is a super strong support where people are cashing out their earnings from the market has pumped and selling back into USD. Now, of course, that is going to cause a forced sell on all other markets. And we're going to see that starting with BTC. So we do expect BTC to start declining, and that is also going to trigger an altcoin decline. So if you can see also from the altcoin supply, we are also at the top resistance zone that altcoin has been since November last year. So we are at a super money zone since November last year, and we've hit that resistance of November last year, and we are expecting altcoin also to start losing this money flow. The same as BTC, that is already happening, although it's not affecting the price as much, but we already see a large declining volume. Hence, all of the markets that we've given to you today, there's a large sell-off happening on all of those markets. It's not looking very, very obvious to a lot of traders, but it's going to happen so fast that a lot of persons are going to be shocked how that happened. So you want to start all of those bots and keep them running up until Monday. If it does complete up to 20 strategy, we're still going to post if you need to restart it for more than 20 strategy. But what we do expect, again, for those who are joining us for the first time, is that BTC does have a retracement back. First, we're going to be expecting to test a new support of BTC at around 28,300. Now, if BTC is able to withhold that support, then good. If not, we are still calling for BTC at around 25,200. At that point, all of your favorite altcoins are going to already be losing about 20 to 50% of their value. You want to take advantage of all of those shorts and make as much entries as you can. All right, I believe that is clear. I'm going to take a couple of feedbacks and questions in the charts, and We're going to call it a day. We want you to have the best of your weekend and enjoy all of the profit, as there are not much difference between what we said yesterday and how the market is currently reacting. As expected, all of the markets that we did say we go 5–10%, all of that has already happened. So I'm not expecting any further move from any market at this point that we've called. I just expect a lot of decline from this point, which is going to make our setup for today super, super fast. That's why it could go more than 20 strategy period, and we're going to be updating that. For user Zorans, you said, I don't know how to set up. I tried copying. I don't know how to create the bot. It's very, very easy. I would have shown you how to create the bot right now, but whatsoever I did show you is probably going to complicate you more since you're a new user. It's best you wait for early next week to get the new app, and you're going to get the setup. For now, you just want to follow what other traders are doing. So you want to chat in the Telegram group as to how your settings should be, and you're going to have a lot of community leaders guide you on that. Once again, for those who missed it, I did say that setting up the bot is going to be in 3 simple steps. I'm just going to run through that again. I'm just going to run through that again, and you see how setting up the bot is going to be for you with the new application. So right into my app, I'm going to go for the Martingale strategy, get started, futures, accept the future risk. Straight up, we want to set this time for, let's go for Lena. So we're going to go for Lena, and then we're shorting Lena. We're going to use auto configuration. You wouldn't need to use the manual configuration again, except you do want to create a configuration outside the Tafabot signal calls. So you want to go for auto system, select your exchange, and then strategy period 20, leverage 10, auto deleverage or auto leverage, depending on the one you want to use. And you can always change this anytime in your bot settings. So I'm going to go for auto leverage. Price movement 33, average 6, take profit 0.5, submit, and my bot is done. I could change the bot name to anything. I'm gonna call it long-term Tinker bot and save. And my bot is done. As simple as that. You don't need to put in this settings here, that settings here, and everything is fully automated, fully sleek, fully easy. So for the users asking, you do not have a trouble on how to set up. It's going to be as easy as I just showed you right now. Okay, user Igina, I couldn't take a single profit since yesterday. What could be up? What could be up means that you started your bot. You want to check on the average price, and the market went up, which we talked about, and your average price is not yet at a take profit. This has nothing to do with your license or anything. Your average price is just not at a take profits level. Okay, I do have a lot of feedbacks and questions. Some of them are very uncommon. Isa said, do I need to pay someone to activate the bot? If so, how much it is? User Shoniwa, I guess you're joining us for the first time. I want to believe that you're also part of the Telegram channel. If you're not, I'm going to put that right on the chat, and you want to join the community Telegram group, and you could ask any of your questions there. Once again, for anyone that is not yet in the community Telegram group, I just sent that into the chat for you. You want to join right away. Is as simple as depositing money into your Tafabot for the license only, keeping your trading capital on your exchange, and starting buying the license. So you don't need to pay someone outside the app. You just need to do everything inside your app. Okay. Okay, for the user Mike, you are in Razakima. You could drop by the office anytime and we can have a chat. We are at Business Bay to buy. So you could drop down the office anytime. And for trying to create the bot, you wouldn't need to do that again with the new system, as you can plug into any of the traders bots and you have the same setting, the same results with the new app. Okay, so much questions today. We're going to try to answer as much as possible. As I said, please, can you explain the difference between auto leverage and auto delivery? So I'm going to edit this Lena bot that we created. So right on the bot, you can see auto leverage, auto delivery. I could switch between any of them, and it's as simple as auto deliverage aims to save you out of the market. If the market goes against you, let's say you're using a 10x leverage to trade and the market goes wrong against you, auto deliverage is going to be more concerned about securing your capital, yanking out the maximum leverage that you're on into the lowest possible leverage. And when the market goes back in your favor, it's going to turn back your leverage on, so you do not miss any profit. But that is more capital security focused, while for auto leverage also aims to go into the market with all the best of leverage that is possible. And as the market either goes against you, it's going to be increasing the leverage in simple steps. So if you're using auto leverage, you might notice your leverage says 10s. In reality, you're not actually at a 10s. Auto leverage moves from 1s, 2s, and just keeps going gradually, 3s as the markets keep moving. So a major difference between both of them: auto delivery is more capital security focused. Auto leverage is also capital security, but it does take higher risks for higher profits. Okay, still a lot of questions. As I say, SSP1 profit is already in. If you've started all the other market also, you should be going about 2 to 3 profits already. Just keep it running. Okay, user Emmanuel, I was banned from commenting on the Telegram for 2 weeks. Please unban me. I am not an admin on the community Telegram group, so you want to reach out to any of the admin there. I do not have the capacity to do that. Possibly that maybe you violated the rules, or one of the group bots ban you for whatever reason. You want to reach out to any of the community leader. I do not have the access for that. Okay, another user, my BNB is still on. Do I change to strategy period 20? Yes, absolutely. You can switch to strategy period 20 for any of the bots. So this is how simple it's going to be to follow any of the bots or to create your own strategy. Or best, you could just go ahead and copy from an approved trader, which you're going to find here with all of their bots that is 100% in sync, that you could just copy from, and you don't have to touch a setting ever again. So that's one thing very, very interesting about the new app. The mirror trading is 100% hands-off. You don't need to touch a setting again once you connect to a trader's account. So many new stuff to look forward to. Lena is already printing a lot of money on the leaderboard. We're going to refresh this. Let's see more value coming in. A lot of users already. Lena shorts 38%. Another Lena shorts 35%. And all LDO shorts, Lena. A lot of Lena happening here. If you've not started yet, you want to kickstart the setting. For user Messius, is there any place I can learn the settings? It's pretty simple. You really don't need to learn the settings. I'm going to show again how easy it is to create the settings. So step 1, what you want to note is the settings are already sent in the Tafabot community group every single day. So when we send the settings, you only need to go into your app, just like this. Step 1, click on the Martingale bot, select the bot futures. Every other information you're going to need is inside the settings that was posted on Telegram. So let's say you want to do for BNB coin, the settings already says shorts. So you're just going to click shorts, pretty straightforward. You want to use the automatic. You don't want to use the manual, except you do understand what you're configuring. So you're going to go for the automatic, select the exchange, put in the strategy period, which is also provided in the setup. put in the leverage, which is also provided in the setup. Choosing between auto deleverage or auto leverage is totally up to you, depending on either security, higher security and lesser profits, or higher profits and a little bit lesser security. So we're going to go for auto leverage. And price movement, it's already given in the documents: 33, average 6, take profit 0.5, and class, you're done. Your bot is ready for review, and you could just go ahead and publish it. So it's that simple. There's no extra technical settings that you require anymore to set up any of the bots on Tafabot. We've made it super, super easy, super simple. We want to look forward to the new app by early next week. Okay, very important question. A user said, how do we choose between experienced trader to copy? What are the criteria to consider? Now, this is the interesting question, right? When we do pull up the new app and you're able to use it, over here, you're still seeing the current traders from the current app. Most of these traders are probably not going to be here by the time you have this app. You're going to see a lot of fresh details, a lot of fresh bots. Now, how this works with the mirror system is all the mirrors you're going to find here are directly plugged into this live trading. So it doesn't matter from what trader, what user, all of them are directly plugged into the live trading. So you could just choose any one of your choice to copy. It could be a community leader that you already know. Basically, just choosing anyone is going to be okay. The criteria, we've already sorted out these traders, and we keep sorting more traders. And we also have an automated algorithm that checkmates the trader to make sure he's following the settings. Else, you will not be able to follow the user's trade. So you don't need to be picky, really. You could choose any trader that you find on the system. For some traders, their capital could be different. So a trader could say, I'm going to, copying my trade is going to require you between this amount to this amount. Some other traders could be less. So you just look for a trader that fits your amount, your capital amount, and go ahead to copy. Okay, a user say, what is the disadvantage of using a lower average movement? Pretty interesting question. If you did notice, for when we did start the live setup, we were using most times 2 average movements because that's what the markets provides. For BTC, we still do use 2 to 3. For some altcoins, we're going as far as 6. Now, the difference between both is when you do use a shorter average movement, what that means is your bot is going to give you a lot of entries into the market. But at the same time, you're going to be requiring more capital in the market. So shorter average movement puts in more capital than longer average movement. So if the price goes beyond 33% that you're tracking, you would have already put in a lot of capital at the beginning of the trade, as against the guy who used a longer average movement that will be putting in a lot of capital at the height of the trade. So it's always good, except you do have a larger capital, you want to go for like the 6 average movement. I really do not expect that you go for something more than 6. Up to 10, that might be a lot because you could be stuck in a trade for a 10% average movement. But ideally, the longer the average movement, the secure. All right. Still a whole lot of questions and feedback. Once again, if you've not started any of the bots, you want to kickstart right away. For other users also who you're going to get the alert of approving a mirror, if your account qualifies for a mirror, I'm also going to show shortly how you want to handle that. So I'm going to go straight to my account and choose one of my bots that qualifies. Now, this is the interesting thing to note for anyone who is going to be following a mirror. When you do find any trader in the mirror system and you find a bot available for copy, it simply means that that is one bot that the system has verified to be safe. So that means that a trader can have 1,000 bots or 10, 20 bots, but only one bot is safe to copy. And this is not determined by the trader. This is determined by the system algorithm to know what bot is safe. So I'm going to show you an example on my own bot. So if I go to my Lena setup, I do have an alert on the Lena setup that tells me, congrats, your bot is eligible to own a mirror. But if I do go to some other bots that has not been effectively used, so I have banned bots. I've made profit on this bot. So this bot has made over $300 from a $2,000 capital, but the bot is not eligible to publish because the system auto checks the settings, the security, and all of that to determine when a bot should be able to go out for other traders to copy. So when I do get this allowed for any of the traders that is going to get that, you want to go ahead and click on that. You're going to get more details about the terms of a mirror, the recommendation. You want to go through that, accept the terms, and proceed. It's going to ask you, should your mirror be free? So you could provide a free mirror if you want your community to copy you for free, or you could provide a paid mirror and determine the fee that they are going to pay you when they do make a profit. So let's say you want to charge everyone following your trade a 2% fee. So I'm going to proceed. Now I need to put in details about myself, my trading style, and what I do. And then I need to put in my Telegram group username. So this also means you're able to build your community because people, you're going to own your own personal Telegram group that people who are following your trade can contact you on. And you're going to put the risk level and then proceed activating my account as a published trader. If you can see my screen, now I'm a published trader. I'm able to go live with my bot. Now I need to go ahead and publish the bot. So now my individual bots are allowed to go live. So yeah, I need to put in the capital range. So I could say my bots can work for anyone between $100 to $2,500, depending on what strategy you're using. So I'm going to go ahead on that and review my bot settings and publish the bot. So my bot is being made live right now. So my bot is now published. This is super awesome. Now, if I do go to the mirror over there, so I now find myself as a bot, a user that people can copy. So if I click over here, it's going to show me which of my bots can be copied. So it's as simple as that. And then I'm also going to unpublish myself because I'm not allowed to own a mirror. So this is how easy it's going to be for you to have the mirror. I just unpublished myself. Okay, another is that what is the low capital and what is large capital. So when we do post the setup, we always give two capital range. If you've watched out for that, we always give a capital range that if I just go over to the setup, again, we give a capital range that says about $250 downward and a capital range that says about $250, $300 or $500 upward. So any setup that work for like $500 to $1,000 could work for $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. So when we do talk about low or large capital, it could mean capital below $250, capital above $250. Okay, another is as the issue with SSP fees being resolved. That is on the exchange based on the funding fee. I believe that that has been resolved by the exchange. Okay, another is I discovered my profit take has reduced. I used to get larger profits per trade. What could be the cost? You want to check if you are on auto leverage. Maybe you were on auto leverage before and you moved to auto leverage. So that could reduce the profit earning, as auto leverage does 10 times more profits than auto leverage. But auto leverage is still the most secured bot system. All right, I believe I've been able to answer a lot of questions and a lot of feedbacks. If there are more feedback, you want to send it in before we do call it a day. Once again, we're super excited about the new app. You want to anticipate that, as that is going to be released by next week. Hey, we do have a lot of new users joining us today. Please, can you explain manage for on the app? Okay, I'm going to go straight back into my app. So I have managed for over here where I'm able to send in more gas into the app. So I have my fuel balance at $77, but I have my wallet balance at over 300. So I'm able to pull in more money. So I'm going to send $100 into my gas. So if my bot is running and my gas finishes for that particular bot, I could pull gas into that bot to continue running. Okay, what is the difference between auto deleverage and auto leverage? I believe I've answered this over and over again. For that user, you want to look forward to this video. It's going to be online about 30 minutes after this call. I've explained that over and over again, and you want to go through that. That's amazing. A user said Tafa is the best savior. That's amazing. We're super glad. And another user, what is entry configuration in Matinga bot? All of this will not be necessary anymore, except you want to be a technical trader. You do not need entry configurations, this and all of that. I've shown over and over how it's going to be to start up a bot with the new application. So you wouldn't need to do entry configurations and the rest of that. Okay, user said, please keep up the good work. That's amazing work. We are eager to land on the new app. That's amazing. Okay, another is that you said auto deleverage makes more profit, right? No, I said auto leverage makes more profits than auto deleverage. With auto deleverage, a market can go against you with even 60% and it doesn't care because you're totally safe on the trade. For auto leverage, is not going to be the same case. Okay, is the new app available? How can I get it? It's going to be available to you by early next week. We're going to be announcing about that soon. The user say, if number of entries is 6, can I have a strategy period of more than 6? It's not going to execute. If your number of entries is 6, you cannot have a strategy. Number of entries 6. Okay, I think that's clearer now. Strategy period of more than 6. I want to believe what you mean is Matinga entry of more than 6, because strategy period you can have as much as possible and it has nothing to do with the number of entries. All right, the user said, I do appreciate this presentation. When is the next one? We do this every day of the week from Monday till Friday, 5 p.m. Dubai time to 6. So you always want to look forward to that. We do announce it ahead of time. You want to join in, and we analyze the markets during the call just like today. And we also show what we're working on in Tafabot, like the new app we're showing you today. That's a lot of feedback for today. We're going to call it a day for now. Once again, if you took any of the trades, you are on super profit. As we keep reloading, we keep seeing a lot of users, new profits just coming into the app. So you're on super profit. You want to start all of the bots, and let's go print some money on Tafabot again. We're going to keep communicating in the community group. And if there are any changes, we are also going to announce. Once again, thank you, Tafans. Let's go print some money and enjoy your weekend.